This is a 6-part series covering the case of Alicia Pointer. You can find all the other interviews for this case pinned in the comment section as they come out. It's November the 8th of 2021. Just one day before, the East Cleveland police speak to a young woman concerning the events surrounding the disappearance of her twin sister. The woman tells the detectives that Aaliyah and her friend Turquoise were taken at gunpoint 3 days earlier, and she's able to give them this information because for some reason, Turquoise was released from her short captivity to tell the tale. Using the information gained from the sisters' interview, the police brought in the first of 6 suspects. But Portrayal Williams played coy, pretended to be more of a victim than part of this plot. But in our last episode, the police chief mentioned that Portrayal had a gun during the abduction. Let's tune in to hear both Turquoise and Portrayal as we continue to build our case against the 6. Hey, thanks for tuning in again. If you're your first time here, welcome. Just want to let you know there's a bonus scene at the end of the video. Just want to make you aware. Some of you are listening and you're not watching, so you won't see it because it's just on the screen. It says bonus scene in the outro. So at the end of the video, there is a bonus for you. There's something fun for you. So hang around.
But here's the problem. Things have spun up now to be pretty serious.
Yeah, I already know. I know. And the only reason it spun up was because I spoke up. Someone sent me that post about her sister said that she didn't know him, and that's when it turned on us. At first, she was pointing the fingers at Colin and his friends, and she was blaming it on him. And then as soon as she posted Jazz and said that she did not know this man, I was on the phone with his mom, and she was like, you know what? I do recognize them because all of the makeup was throwing her off. She said, I recognize them girls. Mm-hmm. She said they was at my house on 110th and I met them a few times before that. Mm-hmm. She said when her daughter, because her daughter ran away, like her daughter didn't want to be there no more or something. Uh-huh. And she said when she finally found her, they all met up at this girl named Turquoise house, and it was all of them. And she said after a while that they were chilling, the dude Colin walks in, and it just puts them all of knowing each other. And it just puts them all in the same scene. And it's just... Mm-hmm. But when I posted that and said that she was lying, she knew him and she just needs to admit it, then she started coming after me.
What do you mean she started coming after you?
Like I just got a post. Like she just made a post and said that I was involved with it, and that I was the head plan, or it was all my plan or something. And
she said that you were involved with.
That's what the post says. She made a post
with Jazz's murder.
She no, with the accusation of her sister being missing. At first, she was accusing Colin, and then when I spoke up about her knowing Jazz, she said that I was the one that came up with this whole plan.
Mm-hmm. And who is this that's saying this?
The twin sister.
The twin sister. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so what is she accusing you of exactly?
I don't know. I don't know, but it's like she doesn't realize it. Just like she's pregnant, I'm pregnant. But my pregnant is different because her dude is still alive and once isn't. Like I understand you're hurting, you're worried about your missing sister, but she's just missing. Like, Jazz is dead. Mm-hmm. And he didn't get this spot. So,
do you understand that if something happens to her sister, Tammy, or whatever you want to call her, you could be held partially responsible?
Then I don't like it.
I understand that, and I also understand that you love that little baby, and you want to be a great mom, and you want to take care of him, and you don't want to do that in jail. You have to help us. This has to end.
I know. I've been doing the best I could to get any answers. All I know is I just know they know each other and they weren't but the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And the one who originally was doing the setup, she's like nowhere to be found, but she's Tammy's friend.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what they like to do. And that's really all I can really say about it.
And who's that one? Tammy's friend. What's her?
The T. Scotty, the Tamia chick, we call her Queen Seti because that's what she do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't really believe in it until I really just saw it all because everybody can look how they look.
And do you realize you have an opportunity here to help yourself? You have this chance to talk to us and to tell us what you really know and where Tammy really is so that we can end this peacefully.
I don't know where Tammy is. I don't know where she is.
Or any of the people involved. So like when we go and we get a search warrant for your phone and we go through location data and we're not gonna see that you're places that you're telling us you weren't. We're not gonna see that you're.
I mean, you're sure that you should see me at my safe areas. But
maybe I should let you think on this a little bit because I know this is a lot. We've covered a lot of ground. That this is. I'll get your trash can a little bit. Just leave it up there. Don't worry about it. You're good.
She trying to throw them cups away. They're like, nah, we're good. We got a little free DNA going on there.
This is serious stuff, and you're facing some serious potential charges. And listen, you seem like a really nice girl who's hurting, who's so sad. My heart hurts for you for that. At the same time, I believe in justice, but I believe in real justice. I believe in bringing people into a court of law, like you said, and then they have to live with it for the rest of their life. And I will do everything I can to bring that justice. But this isn't justice. This isn't doing it. And if it keeps going this way, it's going to ruin so many more lives. And not just yours, but your son's too.
His life is already.
You have so much opportunity to raise that little boy to be a great, great man and to tell him stories about his dad.
No, don't do that.
You do. You have this. But God, you're not going to if you get wrapped up in this. This is serious. You have an opportunity to help us, to help you. Don't squander it. Don't squander it. You've got to do, just like you've got to do what's best for your son. And having you be his mom is what's best for him. Help us. I want you to tell me what you know, what you saw, where you lived, who was there, and where she is, so we can end this tonight, peacefully and get real justice?
Oh, no, she is.
Okay, so what do you know? Where was she when you last saw her?
It was a kid in the turquoise car.
She was in turquoise car.
Speaking of turquoise, I've been dying to get to this part because I think this is so weird and crazy. Okay, so turquoise is the girl that was basically used to lure the victim out of her home. And she has a friend with her. And we got both of their interviews. Now, it's just audio. I mean, they're in the back of a car. It's really dark, but really good audio. And I think their accounts are just complete. To go through the exact same situation, the accounts are totally different. Yeah. Now, to be fair, maybe it's just trauma. Maybe it's like, fear or something like that caused it. Or maybe there's some lies being told. For a while, I kind of wonder if turquoise might be up to a little no good. I'm kind of hearing some things about her in the video. I'll let you decide, though.
All right, today's date is Sunday, November 7, 2021. The time is approximately 8:48 p.m. Myself, Captain Lundy of the East Cleveland Police Department, is here present with Joanna from the FBI Violent Fugitive Task Force, along with Turquoise. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So Turquoise, obviously we're investigating this incident that took place on or about November 3rd, 4th, involving Alicia Pointer. All right, so just from start to finish, and we're going to try not to interrupt you too much. There may be some questions we need to ask, but just from the day of this incident, from where you were at home, kind of tell us what happened from there into him.
So it started when I got up. Tammy asked me to take her to Mimi house because before we kind of got into a little argument because she didn't pay rent, but she said she would go back to her sister's house, so I dropped her off at her sister's house.
Real quick, and I know I just said I apologize. I'm going to stop you. So you and we talked prior, and you've referred to Alicia, and you may only know her as Tammy. So we know Alicia is Tammy, and you call her Tammy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never called her Alicia. I've always called her Tammy.
Okay.
And I've always called her Mimi.
Okay. So, I mean, you may only know her as Tammy, so that's fine to refer to as Tammy, but we know that's Alicia.
Okay.
Okay.
So after I dropped her off, I went to Arby's. That's when I had called to Shara on the phone, and I asked her if she was something. She was like, yeah, she was up to something. So I went to Arby's, got her food and stuff. Then she sent me her address. Well, Tashara sent me her location. I went and I picked Tashara up because her mom didn't want us to sit in front of her house. So we went back to my house. Just to eat and watch a movie in my car.
Now, I'm not going to come in too many times, but that part's really insane to me. Okay? Something doesn't feel right about this. So let's just recap what she just said. She went over to pick up her friend to Shara, okay, to go back to her own place. They could have went inside and watched a movie, but they watched the movie in the car. Now, I'm not saying people can't watch movies in their car, but just keep listening. It's going to make more sense why that doesn't make sense. Also, we have statements from Tashara. We'll see how this jives with her story.
So, backed up to my garage. So, like, the back end of the car was to my garage, and I was facing forward. I rolled my window down to throw some trash out the window, and I didn't think of anything. Like, when I seen Destiny, at first I didn't know what it was, but I also wasn't thinking. So when she came up to the window with a gun in her face, she's like, get out the car. Mind you, my light in my car was on, so that's the only reason why I seen her face. She told me to get out the car. That's when I had seen Shomo on the other side, on Tashara's side. Destiny patted me down to see if I had a gun, if I had any weapons. She asked me what my phone was. We were standing outside for maybe 2 minutes. And then they made us get back in the car. They told me to follow the orders to the car.
Now, they are talking to Turquoise first before they talk to Tashera. Turquoise claims that Destiny comes up to her window and that Hakeem comes up to Tashera's window. Let's listen to Tashera's story all the way from when she gets picked up about not wanting to be at her parents' house to go over to her house and see the differences in the story.
All right, so obviously we're investigating this incident that occurred with your show and a few other individuals. All right, this happened on or about November 4th, November 5th, maybe Thursday. I'm going into Friday, but just kind of give us the story as to what happened, who you were with.
Okay. I was with Turquoise. I was with her Thursday evening. She got off work, stopped by Arby's, and came to me. So it was supposed.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But where did she pick you up from?
My home.
Okay.
She picked me up my home around 9 something, almost 10. It wasn't too late. I was watching movies like that. I wasn't anything. I got in the car with her. She went to go get gas on Coventry. She said she had to go get gas. She couldn't come to my home. It was too late. My mom, she's old school, so she had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect her wishes with that. So I got in the car with her, and we went to go and eat. But she said she had to get gas, so she went on Coventry. And then, since her home was near there, we went to sit in her driveway.
Okay.
And it was cars in her driveway, so we sat in the very back near the garage. There was about 2 cars in the driveway and one on the side. And when we got there, a car, Lincoln, pulled off with the lights on, and then at some point came back. We didn't notice it, and she was putting on a show. I was eating my sandwich, eating her food, and then as it was driving by with no lights on this time, a girl walked up to her side of the window, the driver's side, and pulled out a gun and said, "Give me your phones." And I thought it was a joke or something. I've seen guns before, I'm not a kid. So I was like, okay, maybe it's her friend. It's a joke because she said her name. And so I thought, okay, maybe it's a joke, or no, maybe it's their humor between each other. But no, she was serious. She made Turquoise get out the car. And that's when they went to the back of the car, and I was still in the passenger seat, confused. So I just held my hands up while I sat in the passenger seat, and I just waited for instructions, I guess. I didn't know what to do or how to handle that, so I waited and didn't do anything to make myself feel like a threat. And tried to go along with the situation. And they were talking at the back of the car, and then she came and he told me to get out the car. So I got out slowly, didn't grab anything with my purse and everything in the car, the phone and all. And that's when she went to go grab our phones. And started going back and forth with Turquoise. I don't remember all that they said, but
all that they said. Was someone else with the girl as well?
Now remember, he's approaching this from the perspective of Turquoise that said that Hakeem was at the other window, that there was 2 people with guns.
No, it was just her and Turquoise talking.
But I'm saying when they came this driveway, when the girl came to the driveway, was there anyone else with her that approached the car?
No, at the time it was just her.
Okay.
It was just her.
Now, I found that difference to be very interesting. And I thought, well, maybe just somebody misremembered. Let's continue. It gets better.
And she was, we were just sitting at the back of the car, and they were going back and forth talking about a murder, you know, who killed them and all this and that. So I don't remember all of the conversation, but that happened, and then that's when she said we were going to go somewhere and told me to get in the back seat, and Turquoise was driving, and she got in the passenger seat, the girl with the gun.
Okay, according to Tashera, the girl with the gun, Destiny, gets in the passenger seat, and she is made to get into the back seat. No Hakeem, and then they leave. Let's go back to Turquoise's story and see how this goes out.
They was sitting in front of my house.
So you say so Destiny and Shomo had you and Tashar get back inside the car?
Yes.
So Destiny and Shomo got in the back seat of your car?
Yes.
So they're in the back seat while you two are in the front?
Yes.
And they had you follow another vehicle?
Yes.
So, according to Turquoise, her and Shatera were in the front seat, and Destiny and Hakeem were in the back seat, according to Turquoise. Now, there's also some inconsistencies between the two accounts when they leave Turquoise's house. Let's listen to Shara's side of things when they leave the house and where they go next.
So she had you get into the back seat?
Yes.
So you get into the back seat, Turquoise is still driving, and the girl got into the front passenger seat?
Yes. Yes.
Right, what happened?
I got in the seat right behind Turquoise,
Okay.
so she could see me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she made her pull off and told her which way to go. I don't remember because I was in shock.
Okay.
I was also surprised, but the proper word is shock. And I was cold, so I was sitting in the backseat. They just
So as you guys are driving,
they're going back and forth.
okay.
They're talking back and forth, and they're saying different names and stuff. I remember all the names. I remember name Mo, and apparently he was murdered. And Turquoise apparently, in the girl's eyes, knew who killed him. A guy named Colin.
Okay.
And she said he was just over her house, and but then she found out everything, and then he hasn't been back, and so that's when we stopped. I don't know the location of where we were, because I don't travel around Cleveland a lot. I go to work and I go home. I don't do a lot of that, so I don't know too many areas. I'm not good with the name of the areas.
So you stopped and did what?
We stopped. We sat there, and that's when the girl got out and a guy got in.
All right, so leaving Turquoise's house. Tashera says that Destiny and Turquoise are having a conversation talking about the situation. Okay, that's her side of the story. She also says that when they stopped, they sat there for a little bit, and that's when the guy got in, Hakeem. Let's listen to Turquoise's side of this.
All right, so what happened?
So, no, they didn't have me follow. No.
Well, they had you drive.
They had me drive.
Okay.
To
where?
I don't remember where they. No, they got in the car. They was like, "You're gonna take us to Teddy, or you need to chart." So they took my phone. They got to looking at the people's locations, and I shared my location with. She seen that Tammy's location was shared with me, so she clicked on it and she said she needed to go there.
And that location was showing was where?
North Randall Park. Yeah.
North Randall Park Apartments. Okay.
Then as we're driving, Hakeem and Destiny were talking, and it was like, They only wanted Tammy because of Colin. They think Colin killed Mo, which is a major accident.
Okay. And Colin is whose boyfriend?
Alicia,
Tammy's boyfriend. So they believe Colin was involved with Mo being killed in Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys drive out to North Randall?
Yeah. When we got to North Randall, we pulled in and went to the right. I tried to crash my car into a tree because I go up on the first 10 leaving my car. But as Lee said, if I try anything, I'll shoot them. So then I pulled, Leslie told me to pull where there's no cameras. And I pulled it to a dumpster on the opposite side of Tammy's building. And I got up because I was kind of drinking as well. She had rolled the window down to talk to somebody in the car. And Hakeem was telling her how this was going to work. Hakeem got out the car and told Destiny to crouch behind my passenger seat.
So Hakeem got out of your car. Did he go over to the other car?
Mm-hmm.
And so at this point now, it's just you and Destiny in the car. Where's Tashara?
Tashara's in the car.
They had her get out of the car at that point and get another car? Was it at that time where they had her get out of the car? Or did she get out of the car back in her driveway?
She had to get out of the car before then because it was only me, Destiny. I'm sorry. Well,
so on the way to North Randall, was Tashara in the car with you? Or was she already dating me?
She was in the other car.
Okay.
Was she originally in your car?
She was originally in my car.
In the driveway?
Yes.
But before you left the driveway of your house on Glen Mile, did they have her get into the other car then, or?
I kind of don't remember, but I actually remember.
Okay. So once you get to...
I just know when we got to the North Randall apartments, me and Destiny was the only one in my car.
Okay, where was she sitting at?
Destiny?
Yeah.
She was right here, sitting behind the
Kind of like where you are right now?
Yeah.
All right.
And Hakeem told her to crouch behind the passenger side. She was sitting, she was like, squatted down in the passenger side floor. She told me I had to make something up to get $10 for I was going to die for the Tammy window. And Tammy window was open, no blinds. It's a straight door house. So that's what I called Tammy. I told her, some cat litter. Can you go outside and get it? And I found.
The cat litters, what, do they have a cat or what happened? They got a cat?
I just gave them my cat.
You gave them your cat, her and her sister?
Yeah.
All right. And I know this kind of, you and I, we talked earlier, it was maybe important at some point, once we process your car, you said when she was in the back seat on your floorboard, she urinated on the floor?
Yeah, after I caught 10 minutes, she said, Destiny said she had to pee. She was like, I need a cup. Give me a cup. And you know, when I the cup, it was the Arby's cup that I just got. So I had to dump out the Sprite and I gave her the cup. But somehow she missed the whole cup.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. She told me to show her how to turn the lights off in the car. So she touched my lights.
Okay.
I'm talking.
Gotcha. And so you made the phone call to Alicia, Tammy, and she came out.
Yes.
All right. What happened then?
And she got in the car. Before that, she told me to lock the doors when she got in and drive off and follow the silver car.
Okay. So she gets inside the car, the passenger seat, and Destiny's still behind her.
Yes.
What is Destiny? I mean, did she do anything to her? She choke her, or she put a gun up to her? Or what? I mean,
Destiny put the gun up to her and grabbed her by her shirt.
Did she say anything?
Around her neck. She said, don't say nothing, don't scream. Or she will shoot her.
Did Tammy see Destiny in the car before she got in?
No, I tried to flicker my lights so they would like figure out
Something's wrong.
something was wrong. But Tammy didn't pay attention to it. She probably thought I was just trying to see if my lights were on.
So you ended up following the other car, and do you know for certain what the make and model of the car was?
No, I just know it was, they say, what I heard, they said it was India's car.
India?
Yeah, one of the girls was that versus Alex.
Okay. So, yeah, I haven't heard of India, but we'll get to her in a second. But it was a silver car?
It was a silver car with tinted windows on the board of it.
Okay. And
So I actually have some footage, city footage from that car of the night in question. It's pretty crazy. So we'll take a look at that here in a little bit.
where did you follow this car to? You remember?
It was about maybe 5 minutes down the street, an empty lot. And Destiny told me to get in the backseat of my car. She was driving my car to the home.
Okay. So Destiny made you get into the back seat?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So now you're in the back seat. Destiny's driving. This is the two of you in the car?
Yeah.
All right. And you leave from...
And she didn't know where to go, so I think she had Hakeem drop the pen in my phone. That's how I got the address.
Okay, so that's how you were able to tell Cleveland police? Okay.
Because it's a picture, if you go on Google Maps, you can see like the front of the houses and stuff. So the drop pin wasn't the exact location, it's the house next to me.
Okay, is that the house off the Lynn Drive?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys end up on Lynn Drive.
Yeah.
When you get there, who's all there?
Hakeem, Destiny, me, Tammy, Tashara, and I was crying. Nate was there, Cook was there. I kind of ID'd him because he stayed with me as well. And I know how he looks, how he's built, so. And then he started crying when I asked him, I know it's not who he is standing in front of me. And I knew because he started crying and he walked away from me.
So is this is this the house on Lynn Drive or is this the house on Imperial?
No, it's the house on Lynn. It's where everybody kind of got.
Was it like a quote unquote like trap house or was it like a house that somebody actually lived in? Like
it was a trap house.
All right. So it's just an abandoned.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go in there and is there any other person there? Any other female?
It's just me. It was me, Tammy, Destiny, Hakeem. Mo's baby mom didn't come up the stairs until maybe 3 minutes after we walked into the house. And then Nate walked in.
So what's Mo's baby mama name? You know?
Honestly, I don't know. They keep saying it's Patria or Portia, something like that.
But at some point you see her in this trap house?
Yeah.
All right.
And then separated me and Tammy in 2 different rooms. All I heard was her screaming, crying. Maybe like 5-10 minutes go past. They brought Tammy in the same room as me. They sat us in bed. They told Tammy to stop crying and chill out and call Colin, to FaceTime Colin.
All right, so both of these girls get abducted at gunpoint. 3 girls in total. One of them doesn't get released, but 2 of them do get released. Let's listen to Turquoise's story on how she was released.
And just so I'm clear, because I want to make sure I get the timeline right, because you said this is like, at this point, this is like Friday. So this is like,
in the morning.
So it's like Friday in the morning. So this actually happened like, so Thursday on the 4th.
And then it was dark like this. So it had to be around 8:39-ish.
So the 4th was on a Thursday. You're sure this went into like Friday?
Yeah.
Because I think maybe Aaliyah may have had the date. She told me this is like Wednesday when you dropped.
I was off Thursday.
So it was Thursday the 4th.
Yeah.
Going into Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Friday about 2 o'clock in the morning, you're on Imperial.
Yeah.
All right. And at what point did they give you your keys back? How do you leave Imperial?
I got put in the back seat of my car, and they drove me to an empty field, like in the middle of an empty field.
Okay, you said you got put in the back seat. Who put you in the back seat?
Nate.
Nate put you in the back seat of your car.
Yes.
You say they drove you.
Nate didn't drive. It was either Hakeem or Destiny.
Does Nate say anything to you? Because he earlier told you he was sorry.
That's the only thing he was doing. Was apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
You don't remember what field they took you to?
No, I had a sweater on my face.
So they put the sweater back over your face?
Yes. And then they told me don't take it off until I get a car. Pull off.
So they left in your car and left you there?
They left in their car. They left me there with my keys on my hood.
Okay.
So someone else was following them as they were driving your car? And right after that happened, what did you do?
After that, I went to Richmond. I went and told my best friend what happened because I was too scared to go home.
All right, so that's pretty incredible. We'll get back to her in a little bit. Tashira was released as well, but she was released way before Turquoise was released. Let's listen to her story.
It's Dance or Destiny, something like that. She rode with Turquoise, and they said she was just going to duck down in the back seat to get Tammy.
So when y'all pulled off, when all the switching happened, when you got in the Lincoln, in that car with you was the driver, the female driver, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were where in the car?
I was in the back seat in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Who else is in the back seat with you?
A guy to the left.
To your left. Do you know his name?
No, I don't know his name.
Okay. Have you seen a picture of him? Would you be able to identify him? Was he wearing a mask?
Yeah, he was wearing a mask. He was wearing a mask and a hat, so he was like fully covered. All I could see was his eyes, but he was big.
Okay. Who got into the front passenger seat?
Hakeem did.
So Hakeem got into the front passenger seat. Was he wearing a mask?
No, he was not.
Okay. So it's you, the driver, and the guy in the back seat in the Lincoln, and then Destiny is in
with Turquoise.
Turquoise.
Yeah.
And at this point, where are you guys at?
I believe it's by, I don't know the exact place, but I believe it's by St. Clair and 55th is where we stopped. Okay. We didn't stop in anybody's drive or anything, just in front of some houses on the side street.
Okay.
Now, Desi rode with, Des, whatever her name is, rode with Turquoise. And so they started driving to Tammy, which apparently stays at Randall Park Apartments.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, they were driving there, and they had her phone. They had Turquoise phone, and they were going through it in the car with me. So I was watching them go through her phone, and they had my phone still. I didn't have my phone. And they were talking back and forth, but I didn't. I was trying to focus on breathing, so I didn't really hear too much of the conversation, but it was apparently I heard messages. It was some stuff that they were seeing, but
So when y'all go to Tammy's place, aka Alicia.
Oh yeah, yeah, her sister told me.
Did you see her come out the house?
No, we were parked in the front, and Turquoise was parked in the back with Destiny. So everybody was in the front, and then they were just in the back to get her. And then when they came to the front, the car followed her. The car that I was in followed her. The Lincoln followed turquoise in Tampa. So we went and stopped somewhere else, and then that's when everyone got out of the car, and it was just me and the driver. And we sat there for it was 30 minutes to an hour. And then when they got, and I didn't see anything. It was dark. I don't know where the car was.
Y'all sat where?
I don't know.
Which mean we all sat the car? We all sat at a house or what?
No, I was in the car. I was in Lincoln with the driver, and everyone else got out of the car and went into the other car. Or I don't know if they got in the car, but they got out of the Lincoln. But I didn't see where they were when they got out. The windows are tinted on the Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
So it was hard to see because I was trying not to move so much because it was only me and the driver in the car. But I was also trying to kind of see, but all I could see was it looked like abandoned houses around us. So I have no idea where we were. We might have been back around St. Clair. I'm not sure. But it was 30 minutes to an hour. They got back in the car and said they were dropping me off. And they still had turquoise phone. And the guy next to me said he was supposed to be at a concert or something. And he didn't know that all this was going to happen. And he sounded like he was nervous because he was talking to the female to the right of me and saying, I don't know what's going on, but they kept saying his name around the girls.
Mm-hmm.
He said, and he didn't feel comfortable. I didn't catch his name, but he was chunky, and I know he was black, and but he had the mask on, so I didn't see like the features of his face or anything. But I know the girl to the right of me was pregnant. I think that was Mo's baby mother.
How you know she was pregnant?
She said she was pregnant at some point.
Gotcha. She actually told you she was pregnant?
Yeah, I asked her if I was squishing her on the side because he was big, so he was taking up a lot of room, and I was just trying to not be I don't know, be nice or something, and not be rude or something. I don't know. My manners kick in when I'm nervous, so she was like, no, and then the dude also to the left of me mentioned at some point they passed some chips around, and he was like, you're eating for two, so yeah, you need it more than I do, is what he said. So that also confirmed, what she said earlier about her being okay. She was just getting kicked or something. And so they said they were going to drop me off, and then that's when the pregnant girl and Hakeem, whatever his name is, got out the car because he had got back in the passenger seat, and she was on the right of me. But they got out the car and started talking at the back of the car. I never saw Destiny after she had came to the window. I didn't see her again. She stayed with Turquoise or whatever. And they were talking for about 10 minutes outside of the car.
Mm-hmm.
I guess deciding what to do or something. And so Hakeem left with Turquoise and the girl Destiny, and the pregnant girl got in the passenger seat, and I was in the back seat with the guy to the left of me, and they took me to be dropped off. And I since I didn't want them to know where I stayed, because they kept saying, well, we don't, the Hakeem dude kept saying, we don't know if you want to go to police. And he was saying it in a joking manner, kind of, but he was like, we don't know if you want to go for us, or I don't know what we gonna do. And I was like, no, I'm not. I don't know anything. I don't know you guys. I don't know any of these people. I have nothing to do with this. And they also said that they weren't going to do anything to the girls. So I was like, okay, it's all right to say, no, I'm not going to say anything, because they're not actually going to do anything. They were just trying to maybe scare us or something, is what I was thinking. The pregnant girl got in the passenger seat. Hakeem went with Turquoise because he said it was two of them, so they needed two of the people from Lincoln to watch them, I guess. And they said they were going to meet up after they dropped me off. I don't think they were following us when they dropped me off, but I'm not completely sure. When I got out of the car, I had hurried up and just was walking. I had them drop me at the top of my, top of my street, just so they don't know the exact house. I don't care about knowing the neighborhood, but I don't need them to know my exact house. I have a small brother, so that happened. And they also said they were going to keep Turquoise's phone, so I didn't text her or call her to check on her because I didn't think she would get it. I didn't want to talk to them. So
do you recall ever, so a house, you never went inside of a house and everything, it's like a vacant house?
No, but
or never inside the house?
No, I didn't go anywhere except for in the car.
What?
It was just I did hear something about them saying I was trying to eavesdrop when they were outside of the car. So I did hear something about them saying they took Turquoise and Tammy in a house in separate rooms. But then they brought them back out because they were about to leave. And they said Colin said he was in Colorado or Columbus, something like that. And they said they were trying to get Tammy to figure out where he was at, because she apparently thought he was lying or something. But I never got out the car, and it was just them, because they said I didn't really have anything to do with it. They didn't know who I was, so they just sat me in the car.
That's right. And when you were in the car with let me ask you this, did you ever get in the car with Tammy?
No, I never saw her. I never saw her face, how she looked.
So at what point did they let you go?
They let me go after they brought the girls back out the house.
You know where location you guys were at?
No, I don't.
So where did you go?
What do you mean?
Like when they let you out, did you just start walking? You called a bus, called an Uber? Like where did you go?
No, they let me out at the top of my street, so I walked down to my house.
They let you out at the top of your street?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did they ask you where you live or what?
No. They asked me where I live, so I told them 116th MLK. But
they dropped you up at the top of your street?
Yeah.
Did they ever put their hands on you?
No. I actually tried to hug me.
You tried to hug you?
Yes, when I got out the car, to get in the book and try to hug me and say, I'm sorry that you in the middle of this. And he said, it's nothing personal. It was very, very uncomfortable. How can you say it's not personal and you're kidnapping?
Right.
Now, Tashara, that's a very perceptive girl. I have to give her credit for that. And I think that this story by Tashara kind of clears Turquoise because it comes off to me, this opinion, comes off to me like they're just some dumb criminals. Then she had something to do with it. Because at first, I thought maybe Turquoise might have had something to do with this. But then when I heard the way Tashara interacted with Hakeem, he tried to give her a hug. It's not personal. They let her go. Then I'm like, you know what? These are just some freaking idiots. You know, one of them tells her she's pregnant. They see the faces of most of the suspects. Just totally dumb. Now, let's get back to the actual footage portion of this interrogation video. Now, we heard in episode 1 that the captain spoke about the pregnant girlfriend of the deceased as having a gun at this incident. So obviously the question has to come up to her at some point in time. So we're going to go right there where they confront her about this firearm. Because remember, she's trying to play innocent like she has nothing to do with this. She just kind of got wrapped up in it. Well, if that's true, then you shouldn't have a firearm on you. We'll see.
Did you see any guns?
I've seen a lot of guns the past few days since his birthday.
Mm-hmm. Did you see any guns in that car?
Not in that car that night, but I saw him in the ghetto.
Yeah, what'd you see?
Just see.
Who had it?
He's sticking out.
Hakeem had it? Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have a gun?
Yeah, I did, but it was seized. It got seized back in June for evidence when I ended up shooting at my neighbor. But I didn't shoot at her, excuse me. I shot in the air because they were trying to hit me with their vehicle. And
For one, ma'am, I'm sorry they tried to hit you with their car. That's pretty messed up. Sorry to hear about that. But two, ma'am, you're not answering the question. That's not what they asked you. And three, ma'am, this isn't helping your case, trying to look innocent.
I had my goddaughter, and it was just so much, but it got taken.
What about with this incident? Did you ever hold Hakeem's gun or any of the guns?
He gave me his gun to put it in my pocket.
Okay. And did you put it in your pocket? Okay. And did you get out of the car?
We did that all together. When I saw him, I wanted to go. I wanted to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go home. So you said that we all go slide.
So I'm going to skip ahead because it's going to get a little redundant here because a lot of the information that she gives in the middle portion of this interview kind of overlaps with what Turquoise and what Tashara already said. So there's no reason to really play that. But later on in the interview, they start getting into some of the other suspects. We already know about Nate. We know about Hakeem. We know about her. We know about Destiny, but they want to know more about Destiny. They want to know more about different people. So we're going to learn a little bit more.
How well do you know Des? That's his sister?
He introduced me as
That's how you
his
introduced you.
sister. That's how I was introduced to everybody. Everybody is either his brother, his sister, or his mom. There's no such thing as friends with him. You automatically family.
Okay. So she was there. She was there at night too. All right. We know she was there at night. What role did she play?
I don't know what role that's played because I was in a completely different car. Like,
I understand you were in a car. Speaking of which, who car were you in?
the mystery girls, I don't know. Hakeem came and picked me up because I was supposed to be talking and chilling with him. He was just at my house. I was at my door to make sure I was cool.
So next is. So at what point did they pick you up? Were you in the car with them when they
got those girls?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you were in the car. So you recall them getting out and going up the driveway, right?
Yeah, I told her they didn't go up a driveway. They snuck around the house.
That's what I figured. They came from around back and walked up on them. All right. So in that car that you were in, what color was the car?
It was a truck. It was like silver. Right?
So silver SUV.
Do
you remember what kind of car?
No, it was an older model though. In the Toyota to Honda range.
Right. Who was driving that car?
One of them girls that I just met for the first time.
So how many people was in the car? Just like that.
It was three of us in the car at first, and then it turned to being just two of us in the car, and the three in Turquoise's car.
So when you guys pulled up, it was three of you in an SUV. Who were the three? You, right?
It was me.
Where were you sitting?
I was sitting in the back seat.
Back seat behind the driver, or behind the passenger?
I was sitting in the middle.
You were in the middle?
I was sitting in the middle because this is the only way it's comfortable back there.
Okay, so you're the only one in the back seat. Right? Who's in the front passenger seat?
Hakeem.
Okay. And who's driving the car?
The girl.
The girl. And then how about Destiny? Because she's the only one in the process of elimination. She's the only one, right? Right?
It wasn't Des that was driving.
So where the hell, if Destiny's there, where did she come from? She's not in the car with you guys.
She didn't come yet. I didn't see Des yet. I didn't see Des, or I didn't see nobody else until I was leaving. I was leaving.
You said, what is it, Fort Tria?
Mm-hmm.
All right, look here, I don't want to be trying to cover up for her because you are the child's father.
Man.
That may be his sister. I don't know. But if it's Hakeem and Destiny to walk around this driveway and walk with these girls, where did she come from? She's in the car.
They had to pick her up. She
was there. She
hadn't been inside a turquoise car yet.
She wasn't in turquoise car until she walked from behind the next house over her and Hakeem, and they came from behind, from the fence over, and approached the turquoise car. So how does Hakeem get out of the car? How is he one of the individuals that approached turquoise car and Destiny approaches the driver's side? How is that possible?
I didn't say that Hakeem got out the car.
Well, you're not saying I know that he got out of the car because that's based on turquoise and her friend's statement. I'll tell you that.
I didn't see Hakeem walking out until they had took them to that house. I took them to that house. And then that's where he met Des. I didn't see Des before. I saw Hakeem and I saw that girl. And then I saw Turquoise and I see somebody else in the car with them. And it was another person in Turquoise backseat. And then we went on into that house.
Since Poitras won't give them any more information about Destiny, I guess they'll have to ask her those questions themselves. And they'll do that in episode 3. They'll bring in the gun-toting alleged kidnapper in off the street and confront her with all that information that they've collected thus far. And we'll be there to see it in about 24 hours for members. And for all the rest of my wonderful audience, I'll see you in about 2 days. Of course, you never know. You better turn on those notifications and set them to all 'cause I've been known to drop a surprise for you guys, especially the way you spoil me on this channel. But for now, I gotta sign out. One of my pities is falling asleep on my foot. I need to get up and get the blood flowing again. I'll see you kind folks again very soon. Right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time. So it's the night of the kidnappings, and both vehicles are going to be seen on camera around the city, and mainly in this one spot. And something crazy happens to Betraya's car. Betraya's car has an interesting malfunction. Let's take a look at the camera footage. As you can see, the left rear wheel is on fire. Take another look at it. Oh no, look at that. Look at that rotor's blazing hot, baby. That rotor's on fire. See the smoke coming out of it? Jeez. Oh crap. She can't even freaking park. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Now I wonder who's driving, because you heard in the interview her talking about somebody driving that car that wasn't her. So it's gonna be interesting to see who's driving this car. Oh crap, she can't freaking park. Doggone. There's not even any cars around. Ma'am, just pull next to the dumpster. I don't even think she knows it's on fire. It's on fire though. I guess we'll see. Here's another angle. Somebody's telling them, hey, you got a fire going on. The lady's like, you got a fire going on. I don't think they know. She's like, hey, that fire. You're gonna get out of that car. Like, oh crap. And look who's getting out of the driver's seat. I'll be doggone. Girl, you's a liar. Like Gino Jennings would say. A liar! That girl lying, boy. Doggone. She sure enough lied. She said she was in the back seat in the middle all night long. Chick, you were driving that freaking car. Now watch this. Let's check this out. Let's see. What's dude carrying in that bag? You see that? You see, what's the dude got in that bag, man? Is that one of the guns? Right there? Is that one of the guns in this bag over on the right-hand side? I think he's got a gun out there in the open. That's probably what the police saw, too. Yeah. You got something in there. He hiding something in that bag. Boy, look at that fire under there. It must be brake fluid. I think that's probably brake fluid burn. She probably had bad brakes and just kept driving that doggone car. And all you had to do is get your brakes done, ma'am. Instead of out there abducting people. Golly. Let's see if they can get this thing put out. They're gonna go and put it next to the freaking dumpster so it can burn the dumpster down too. Okay, all right, we got something going on here. Bottled water. We should have thought about that in the first place. Everybody running away from the car. There's a freaking bottle of water in there. Now, you really don't want to use bottled water on any kind of liquid fire. So maybe it was just the rotor that was burning. Maybe the brake pads caught on fire or something. That's freaking crazy. So I just thought y'all might want to see that. Also, I had to show the scene in my video so it wouldn't be clickbait. So now no one can call it clickbait. If they watch it, they watch it. If they didn't, if you see somebody say clickbait in the comment section, tell them